Gentlemen, welcome to Kwameoffeixclusive. Today, we're privileged to have the new tourism director of Western Region. We are talking about Ghana Tourism Authority. The Western Region is now having a new director. I remember a few years ago, we have Mr. George Ansre, who was the director. And now, we're having a new director who has come at a season where the whole country's attention is on us. I'm saying that the spotlight is on us at this point in time. So, trust me, he's the man of the moment, and then he's now driving us. So, we're thinking about making tourism in the Western Region a big deal. Of course, recently when Regional Minister spoke regarding state of Western Region, he made mention of the fact that Western Region wants to be number one. We are currently ahead of the Ashanti region, and then we want to overtake Central region, which then means that there are a lot we would have to do in order to get to that destination. But today, I'm going to give him opportunity to first introduce himself to you, and then we can get into a bit of some few issues and then talk. Welcome to the Western region.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Nice one. All right. So talk to us. Who are we talking to?
Yes, the name is Henry Yeleduor. As Kwame indicated, the new regional director, Western region. Yeah. And I'm honored to be here and humbled by what I'm already beginning to experience in the region here.
All right. All right. So Henry Yeleduor sounds like someone from the north.
Yes.
So definitely. I am not wrong if I say you're from the northern region.
You're right.
Great.
You're right.
Great.
Yes.
Great. Okay. So tell us a bit of your working experience. A bit about your working experience.
Yes. I started work with the then Ghana Tourist Board.
Okay.
At the close of 2000 October was when I was engaged as an officer of the Ghana Tourism Authority. And my first place of work was in the Upper West region, where I worked, rose from, say, through the ranks, became the regional manager. Now the title is director. In 2010, I worked as the regional director 2010 to 2018, when I was transferred to the Upper East region. In 2018, I also worked as a regional director in the Upper East region till May 2022, when I was told that I'll be transferred to the Western region.
I see.
So, but that took effect last month, in November, when we were asked to report at our new stations. So technically, I have done just 1.5 weeks in my working life within the Western region.
I see.
Yes.
I see. So let's know, what have you heard about the Western region?
We always say the best comes from the West.
Yes.
And what I have learned or I've heard working with the industry is that Western region happens to have a number of the resources. In terms of natural, the gold is here. Recently, oil was discovered. And in terms of the tourism resources, let me say the region is endowed, well endowed. We have both the natural and the man-made. And coming from the north, where I was dealing with rocks, dealing with mountains, dealing with crocodiles, here I'm confronted with dealing with beaches.
I see.
And the environment sadly has changed. And here we also have most of the upmarket hotels. And because we have oil and we have gold here, we have a lot of visitors that are coming into the region. And you are aware that recently we also have the cruise ships that are coming in.
Yeah.
On Saturday, we are going to receive the 3rd cruise ship for the year. And these are visitors who just save their money towards visiting Ghana and Africa for that matter. And in most cases, their first point of call is Takoradi. And in 2023, we have a number of these ships that are coming in.
I see.
So Takoradi Western region is well ahead if we want to take it in terms of tourism. And we need to take advantage of it and work it out to our benefit.
Okay. Now, since you're a new director in the region, and then you've just spent less than 2 weeks on the job, I wouldn't want to bother you so much about our problems. But of course, a few ones which I think it's popular and then it's well known. Basically, I feel everybody knows. Probably you don't know, but for example, a place like CNC, in fact, Dr. Wall has promised us before I think for some few years ago, he said that they were going to use a year to complete our CNC for us. And up to date, we haven't seen any action. I don't know what is happening. We also have our precious, beautiful forest reserve within the city, which is the Monkey Forest. That too, we really don't see what is happening. And then the almighty masqueraders, which some time ago, Barbara Otinjesi, who happens to be the Minister of Tourism, also promised that it is going to be officially adopted as a national event. And then after that announcement, I was expecting to see some significant change in Ankos festival. Of course, Christmas, that is an event of attraction, which all of us are expecting. With that, I haven't seen much. Recently, Honorable Kwameoffeixclusive, who happens to be the Western Regional Minister, actually gave some sewing machines out by way of supporting the various groups. But frankly speaking, in terms of how the event is being organized, we haven't seen that tremendous change. Every year I can predict that, well, there will be a bit of carnival, people will come to town, but that's substantial change that we really want to see. I haven't seen that. What would you say?
Yes, from the issue of the amphitheater at the Center for National Culture, I know the government has a policy to ensure that every regional capital gets an amphitheater. The purpose, of course, is to help us project our cultural resources within the region. I'm aware that other regions have very beautiful amphitheaters, and that of Western region is not complete yet. I had a discussion with the Director for Center for National Culture just some 2 days ago. He gave me some brief on what the arrangements are to ensure that it is completed. I'll be visiting the place, and what I know is that he had the assurance from the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. We happen to be under the same ministry, that the Honorable Minister had given some assurance. So we follow it together. We follow up on that because this becomes the one-stop shop for all our cultural events. But if you look at it, in other jurisdictions, when you get to the cultural center, that is where almost all the exhibitions, souvenirs, the craft shops, and also for the creative arts industry that is coming up. That is also the place that they can go and showcase this. So we need to ensure that and insist that we get it. It is our right that we get it as a region. And together with the Regional Coordinating Council, we will push it to see that the promise to have it completed, it is done. Also on the issue of the Monkey Village, when I was here last month, I happened to casually drive through the area, and without even knowing that that was the actual place. When I saw it, as a tourism officer, mostly you are able to notice a place that is unique. And I said, a beautiful place like that right in the center of town. I didn't even know there were monkeys in there, but it was just the environment that drew my attention. And I said, this is a place that Forestry Commission, Wildlife, together with the Ghana Tourism Authority and the assemblies could take advantage of and create as a recreational park. Well, if you look at how town is, sometimes some places are very busy and very noisy. People want places where they can just go quietly and relax, read books, either in the evening or during daytime when the sun is scorching. And fortunately, we have a right in town. And later I was told we even have monkeys there. And I said, if you look at also the traffic that goes through town, if the monkeys will have to cross from the left to the right, it becomes dangerous because in case they leap and miss a branch, they are falling right in front of the car. So I was thinking that we needed to do a canopy overhead so that even whilst people are walking around, the monkeys can cross to the other side. So these are things that, and my discussion with the regional minister yesterday, it came up that there is already some arrangement to ensure that whether it is Ghana Tourism Authority, whether it is a wildlife, whether it's a Forestry Commission, whether it's telecom, whichever other agencies that are involved, we need to collaborate because this is a resource for the region. And we need to enhance it to ensure that we add it to the list of our tourist sites that people can visit when they come. And once it becomes a tourist site, what that means is that revenue goes into that area. And it comes to the benefit of individuals and to that of the assembly. And also on the issue of the masqueraders, as part of the Tardy Fest and all the activities, the Westlife Carnival, and the other activities that are coming up, the masqueraders and the brass band are prime. But I've observed that it only comes at the end of the year. But if you look at what goes into preparing for this festival, it's huge in terms of resource, only. Because they need to sew the costume, they need to do other things. But imagine that you invest so much into sewing the costume, then at the end of December, what do you do with the costume? Keep it to the following year. It becomes a bit of a disincentive.
That's what happens.
So the discussions that we already had with the regional minister and the other event organizers is that we need to find other intermediary activities, that is between the Christmas and the other Christmas. In other places, they also have Easter festivities. Yes, we could add it. And as I mentioned, the cruise ships are coming in. We just have 3 for this year. The third one and the last one is coming on Saturday, which is the 10th. But yesterday, the discussion with the regional minister, it indicates that next year, we're expecting 20 of these cruise ships that are coming in, right from January to the end of the year.
I see.
So this brings a lot of opportunities for these people who are part of the value chain in tourism. The Sunday program that we had on the 4th, one of the tour agencies introduced something spectacular, which the tourists were very happy with. That is introducing the cultural aspect to a cultural activity that made it look different from the previous one that they were having. So there were cultural performances to welcome. That is using a brass band to welcome the team before they go down from the ship. Then there were also masqueraders. And you know, if you look at the caliber of tourists who come, most of them are people who have saved over their working life to enable them travel around the world. We are told that they spend so many months inside the ship. And Ghana is one of the destinations. And for that matter, Takoradi. When they come, some of them, because of their health issues, they stay within the harbor for the number of hours that the ship docks, whilst others go around the sites. So the masqueraders and the brass band were playing. They also had exhibitors that came to display their wares. The local attire, we had beads, we had some other souvenirs that were taken away. So they bought them initially before they went to the field. And when they concluded they came and picked them as takeaways. So these are things that we need to do. And with the masqueraders, I must say we need to create the links for them. There are a number of textile companies that are within Ghana. I'm going to pick it up with the Regional Coordinating Council. If we can create those links, that these are businesses also for the textile companies. And we have a number of these activities taking place within the year. As we want to tout ourselves as a preferred tourism destination, we need to get very exclusive activities that can interest people to come throughout the year. We have not started badly. We need to work on it, we need to build on it, and I must assure that things will be fine going forward. Yes.
All right, let me raise this issue concerning Monkey Hill. You know the road that links one side of the road to the other.
Yes.
You know the road is being constructed.
Yes.
And then the only means through which the monkeys travel from one side to the other is through the trees.
The trees.
But you realize that through the road construction, some of the trees will be destroyed.
Yes.
So if we don't take time, that link that enables the monkeys to move from one side to the other, it's going to be destroyed. I don't know what plan we have. Whether we have a contingency plan, because already they are facing extinction. They are struggling. And then what helps them to move from one place to the other is also going to be, then there's going to be a challenge. So I'm thinking something has to be done.
Yes, there's an extensive plan to develop it as a tourist site, as I already indicated. And being pioneered by
the road construction,
being pioneered by the pioneered by the Regional Coordinating Council. So what I know is that there will also be discussion with the city engineers. As I said, it is a canopy that gives that a shade and that allow them to pass through the other side. But the current canopy is the trees. But if they are removed, what that means is that there's no way they can cross. We are looking at how we will develop. As I said, the immediate solution now even is for us to do an artificial canopy across, so that they can cross over. But we'll now have to look at how they are going to manage, so that tree cover in front of the road to not be taken. I haven't seen the design yet.
All right.
As I said, I'm just barely 1 week here. But with the interactions that I've had and the passion that the region and the metropolis has to develop that place, I believe there will definitely be a contingency to save that stretch.
I see.
So that we don't get the monkeys out of the area.
I see.
Yeah. So we'll be discussing it.
Okay.
And I'll let you know.
What I want us to do is to now share with people the plans for the Christmas, the activities they can enjoy, especially those who are watching us from other parts of the world. The plans and the activities they can partake in.
Stay tuned to this link. There will be updates as and when new things come, and you'll be updated on interesting places to visit for Christmas.
All right, so we end this here. A very big thank you to you, Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Yeleduor.
Yeleduor.
Yes. Mr. Henry Yeleduor. I can't forget this.
Yes.
Mr. Henry Yeleduor.
Yeah. So together, we say Merry Christmas to all of us and a happy, prosperous New Year.
Nice one.
Welcome.
I'll be working with you a lot.
Thank you so much.
I also have interest in tourism.
Nice.
All right. Make sure you don't say. Say for watch me in Christmas. Maybe it will be a Hanoi there, but maybe it's Christmas in the year. Atasa. And see, maybe it's a from Bia, a new tourism director. When you're not banging, in fact, Mr. George has struck in the one of the bay. So, on the Yena, Juma, in fact, maybe a Honda and Tassa Echo office, as a one stakeholder in the tourism industry, and BB Watch and Waganada, one shoot to Moko, not where you want. It's a Christmas, near Kenyan there, all roads leads to second Takrabi. Aha, na action on the war. As I said, oh, big thank you. Thanks so much for listening.
Thank you.
Mommy Sankama did it, Daddy. Hi guys, my name is Adina Tembi, and I want you to subscribe to Kwameoffeixclusive on YouTube. Stay tuned.